when we visualize this future, what do you think are going to be the main drivers of change for us in 2050?
Well, to get the most accurate description of the future, I've interviewed over 300 of the world's top scientists for the Discovery Channel, BBC Television, the Science Channel, and I asked them the key question, the question of all questions. I asked them the question, is there intelligent life on the Earth? Well, I was watching the soap operas last night, and I've come to the conclusion, nope, no intelligent life on this planet. But take a look at the big picture. Take a look at humanity just a few hundred years ago. Throughout human history, people lived in poverty, disease, war. Average life expectancy for most of human civilization was 30 years of age. You were born, you got married, had kids, and then you died. Life was a bitch. But then something happened. 200 years ago, something magical happened 200 years ago. What was that? You talk to a politician, and a politician would say, where does wealth come from? Taxes. That's where wealth comes from, taxes. But if you tax Peter to pay Paul, that's a zero-sum game. You don't get anywhere. You talk to an economist, where does wealth come from? And the economist would say, printing money. That's how you make money. But if you print money, you're simply borrowing against the next generation. I say all wealth comes from science and technology. Because around 1800, we physicists worked out what is called thermodynamics, the laws of heat. From that, we created the heat engine, the locomotive, the factory, the Industrial Revolution based on oil and coal. Great wealth was created. In fact, that's where the Rockefeller fortune comes from. The great Rockefeller fortune, which helped to create New York City as we know it, came from when we physicists worked out thermodynamics. Then we physicists worked out electricity and magnetism, and that gave us dynamos, television, radio, electronics, and that created wealth. General Electric, the utilities, Westinghouse, tremendous wealth. Then we physicists worked out the quantum theory, and that gave us the laser, the transistor, the computer, the internet, and that created Apple computers, created IBM. That was the third great revolution. Here's the question for today. Here's the question for all of you today. What is the fourth wave of wealth generation? And what is the fifth wave of wealth generation? That's what we're going to talk about today. I say the fourth wave of wealth generation, the great fortunes that don't even exist yet. The fourth wave is physics at the molecular level, meaning artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, and biotechnology. And the Rockefellers of that era haven't been created yet. We're witnessing the creation of the next generation of wealth with artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, and biotechnology. And then, let me go even farther to the fifth wave. The fifth wave is simply a gleam in the eye of a physicist. The fifth wave of wealth generation is going to be, first of all, fusion power, which gives us energy from seawater, unlimited energy from seawater. Second, quantum computers, because one day Silicon Valley will become a rust belt. A rust belt. Because silicon, the age of silicon, is slowly coming to an end. We are now witnessing the slowing down of Moore's Law. And the third component of the fifth wave is BrainNet. What will replace the digital internet? What will replace the digital internet is the neural brain net. We already can read memories in a mind. We can extract pictures out of the living brain. In the future, you will telepathically control the world around you. And we are laying the groundwork for that today. Machine-brain interface with enormous implications for the future. In other words, digital immortality could become a consequence. Living forever. Anyway, these are just some of the glimpses we are seeing now. Physics at the atomic level, the fifth wave, which will dominate wealth generation toward the middle to late part of this century.
There's no better way to get